Hi, this is Lee Garrett and welcome to another edition of Screencasts Online. I thought it would be good to start taking a look at some of these stock apps on macOS and iOS and have a little bit more of a deep dive into them. Now, whilst there are some great third-party alternatives to things like Notes, Mail, Calendar and more, which of course we do try to cover here on Screencasts Online, it's not always practical to use them. The stock apps are indeed more powerful than ever and they don't come with an extra financial burden, so I'm going to do some roll-up videos on these applications, and the first of those is going to be Apple Notes. Now, the Notes app has evolved a lot in recent years. If you told me several years ago that it could be a serious contender for my own Notes application of choice, I would have laughed at you, politely, of course. It was lightweight and received no love at all from the developers. However, now, with all of the improvements for things like quick capture, linking to other notes and more, for many of you watching this, it's all you need in a Notes app. Now, I want to go into some detail with you, so this video is going to be done in two parts. Today, we're going to get started with setting up accounts, how to create and edit notes. We're going to add media to them. We're going to work with some PDFs and scanning, as well as look at some of the new linking features. And then in the next video, we're going to focus on organizing your notes for easy search and retrieval, how to lock them, export them elsewhere, and anything else that we haven't covered in this first one. So let's get to it. Okay, so a quick word now on how we're going to cover these. You can see two windows here. I've got the Mac version of Notes on the left and the iOS version on the right. Now, the functionality is largely the same on both. And of course, the iPad version as well, which you don't see here yet, is almost exactly the same as iOS. However, because Notes is so good on mobile, in my opinion, and you have to go through a different set of steps to get to some of those settings and features, I did want to show both of these side by side to make sure that you get the most out of this video. Let's kick off by looking at how to add different accounts to Notes. Now, by default, Notes will add your iCloud account to the application, so all notes that you store will be accessible via your iCloud account, and we can see that here. Now, on the Mac, I've actually got another account in here. So this Exchange account is actually an Office 365 account that I've added to this user account on my Mac for when I do any videos that need this Exchange account referenced. Now, I can create notes here in Apple Notes, and they'll be added to the Notes section in my Office 365 account. So from this central hub here, I can create notes in my iCloud account and the Office 365 one. And to add that account, I'll just open Spotlight here, go to System Settings. And this video is being done on devices that use my Barry Normal demo account, which is very important for when we touch on collaboration later. But I'll just come down here to Internet Accounts. And I can see here I've actually got 3 different cloud-based accounts stored on my Mac for Barry. I've got his iCloud account, I've got his Exchange one, or Office 365, and his Gmail one. And below the titles of each of these accounts, we can see which features I've got enabled. So in iCloud here, I've got enabled Notes, and in Exchange, I've got that too. So I'll click. And here you can see everything that I've enabled for this 365 account. If I open the Mail app, I'm not going to see any emails in this account because it's not toggled. But my Contacts app will see all of my Exchange contacts. The Calendars app will see my calendar events and so on. And with Notes enabled here at the bottom, if I uncheck this, I'm now asked if I'm sure that I want to turn this off. It's going to delete the notes from my Mac. Now, it won't delete them from Exchange itself. It just means that I can't access them from this device anymore. And over here on the left, we can see that Exchange has indeed gone. I'll flick to turn it back on, and it's back. Now, if I come back out, and let's say that I want to be able to access Barry's notes from his Gmail account as well. Well, I'll come in here and toggle Notes here as well. I'll close this. And there is Barry's Gmail Notes folder. So it's good to know that we can use this as a centralized hub for notes for all of our cloud-based accounts if we need to.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.